Yeah, good morning. Thank you all for taking the time to join me to complete this internal training on travelling, off-site and loan work in the industry. So we're looking at safety within the real estate industry. We all want to come home at the end of the day. To ensure this, we all take care of our own safety already. We drive safely, we ensure we eat good food, we ensure we take care of ourselves. The purpose of this training is to highlight the potential risks and how to mitigate those risks within our industry. Before we start, does anyone have any questions? No? Awesome. Just make some comments in the comment section if you do. Awesome. All right, let's get into it. Safety is paramount to real estate operations to protect the well-being of the employees, clients, and the public. Ensuring safety reduces the risk of accidents, injuries, and liabilities, safeguarding both the individual and the reputation of the firm. Compliance with safety regulations and standards demonstrates professionalism, trustworthiness, and ethical conduct, which is important for all of us. So let's have a look at travelling safely, ensuring we get to our appointments without incident. The importance of safe driving practices. Obey traffic laws, speed limits, and traffic signals and road signs. Stay alert and avoid driving while fatigued or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Avoid distractions, texting, talking on the phone, or adjusting electronic devices while driving. Maintain a safe following distance. All of these practices are governed by the law, but also our code of conduct. These are all pretty self-explanatory. And are there any comments before we continue? Just make some comments here if you do. No? Awesome, let's keep moving. Working off-site. So a lot of us, our industry requires us to work solo regularly. In a lot of cases, you're meeting people you do not know. It is important to stay vigilant. So the risks associated with working off-site. Personal safety, so threats from strangers, trips, slips and falls from uneven surfaces, unsafe or abandoned properties, aggressive or unrestrained pets, which is a common one, environmental hazards such as asbestos, mold, lead paint, etc., exposure to criminal activity, squatters, drug labs, etc. Personally, I've come across that a couple of times. It's not nice. Vehicle accidents while traveling between appointments, injuries from heavy lifting if you're setting up for events like setting up a stand or something, insect or wildlife encounters, extreme weather and exposure. Both of those ones, we live in Australia. There's snakes, there's spiders, and storms. Storms are quite regular event at certain times of the year. Now there are some good examples of what some of the risks that we deal with on a daily basis. So let's discuss some of them and work out how we can actually combat some of these. What are some of the mitigation steps that we can actually take? So safety controls for off-site work. Risk assessment before entering properties. Emergency communication procedures. Buddy system for high-risk locations. GPS and tracking apps, which is quite pertinent for today's environment. And the importance of maintaining situational awareness. That's knowing what's around you and being aware. So now let's look at loan work. It's when you are in the office by yourself. It could be after hours or weekends. So here's some of the risks associated with loan work. Personal safety threats from uninvited visitors, slips, trips and falls, lifting and moving heavy office equipment or files, medical emergency with no immediate help, office break-ins and theft. So how do we deal with these ones? How do we actually deal with them? So there's some good examples there. So safety controls for lone work. Check-in procedures. If you're going to go into the office by yourself, have some check-in procedures. We have them written down there. Emergency response protocols. Somebody's help. We've got first aiders around that can help but if there's nobody there, we've got things like panic buttons and things like that in place as well, which you all know where they are. Personal safety devices like phones and things, and the importance of communicating and reporting. It's very important that if you're going to be working at the office by yourself, that somebody else knows about it. So you ring your manager or your support person or your buddy and tell them that you're going into the office, you're going to get something, and you'll be out. So you ring them when you go in, and you ring them when you leave, when you're in your car. Not before you get to your car, but when you're in your car, before you drive off. But make sure your doors are locked if it's at night by yourselves. So now we look on to the compliance and reporting. Now, I do hear that some of you might groan at this, but it's an extremely important part of the process. As an organisation, we need facts and figures to help monitor safety, record incidents, and use in case of liability issues. Without facts and figures, it becomes difficult to ensure safety. So the overview of compliance and reporting. The safety handbook was introduced, which is the next one, was introduced when you were employed. Everyone had to sign it to say they read it. This is compliance and proof that you've done it. However, how many of you can remember what it is? What's in it? Just send me some comments outlining what you remember. And it's interesting some of you remember bits, but others not so much. Just highlights the importance of relooking and ongoing training, the importance of safety handbook. Important parts of the safety are the incident reports, the toolbox talks, and I mean the incident reports, toolbox talks. It's when you get together and we actually talk about the safety within the office, and they should be done regularly. The importance of ongoing training, which is what we're doing now. So it's the importance of actually going over the safety handbook, parts of the safety handbook, because a lot of the stuff that's in what we're talking about now is actually in the safety handbook. So we need to have regular ongoing training and education as well. As stated, it's important for the importance of compliance and safety controls, reporting procedures for incidents and near misses and safety concerns. So this is something a lot of people don't do. If you have a near miss, if you go to somebody's house and you trip over or something happens there and you don't record it, we don't know about it. We don't know what. If we don't know about it, we can't do anything about it. So we need to even record near misses. We need to encourage a culture of safety accountability. We need to be looking out for each other because we are in a high risk industry, not like some of the other like miners and builders and things like that, but we going into places that we don't know, meeting people we don't know, and we are putting ourselves at risk out there. So safety must be primary in your mind when you're going out on site. So let's just go through some case studies, and I'm wanting to see some comments coming back in the comment section, please. So let's just go over these, and we'll just go over them. Case study: traveling to an opening home. Running late for an open home, you need to drive approximately 15 minutes through moderate traffic. You are by yourself, and you receive a call from the office while driving. What do you do? Put some comments in the comment section. Oh, yeah, got Bluetooth. All right, okay, yeah. It is legal, but you need to still pay attention to the road. Don't answer it if you don't have Bluetooth. Yeah, that's the law. That's fine, but just make sure if you do answer that you keep your eye on the road. Be aware of what's around you. Arriving at a home. Upon arriving at the home, you notice there's a car on the drive. The owner of the house is away, and you do not know who it is. what do you do? Put some comments down in the comment section. Okay, I see that. That's good. Yeah. Call the owner. Yes, that's right. Call the office. Yes, that's right. See if someone else is in the area. Yep, that's good. See, all really good ways to combat with that before you go and see who's actually there in the driveway. Arriving back at the office. After the open home, you go back to the office and you find it closed and locked. You need to go in and get some things from it. So what do you do now? What did we discuss before? Oh, yeah, in the comment, yeah, that's right. Ring your buddy, ring your manager, say you're just going in there, and you'll ring them when you've got your stuff, when you ring them when you leave. There we go. Perfect. That's what I'd like to see. All right, now it's great work, team. Now before we bring it to a close, the session to a close, are there any questions or comments that everyone's got? Just put them in the comments. Yeah, no, that's good. Thank you. Yep, awesome. Anyone like to share any incidences? Oh, yeah, no, awesome. All right, thank you. All right, thank you, everybody. Thanks for your time and participation in this course. And I wish you all safety. I wish you all to be safe. Thanks for your time, and let's be safe out there. And again, any questions, come back to me. Thank you.